I don't really think that Travis would have been able to react to him because, like, if you look, like Travis' head is still straight. I guess he's trying to sell the seam route before he hits the end breaking route or the drag, and like it's like soon as he turned, Xavier's already there. But
21, Chargers 27, Trav.
Man.
What are your initial thoughts, Trav?
I mean, first off, I want to just give a huge shout out to Brazil, the fans down there, the everyone that made that thing run. It was such a unique and cool atmosphere. It was a bit of a different experience in terms of getting ready for the game and traveling all the way down there and just the prep and everything that we had to go through. But at the end of the day, football's football. And the game and atmosphere was absolutely electric. We got to see a lot of people, a lot of friends and family, and or at least the football family. And it was a cool experience outside of us just not getting off on the right foot. And that's, again, I know it's kind of sounded like a broken record from last year's Super Bowl, but that's on us as leaders. And I'll take the most accountability myself. I wasn't ready that first drive. I ran into one of my guys and offed him out of the game. I literally took one of my players out. That's one of the most frustrating parts, and it's hard to get your juices back going knowing you just hurt a guy.
Yeah.
It's just
going back and looking at that play, because I didn't look at the game 3 times. And I don't really think that Travis would have been able to react to him because, like, if you look, like Travis' head is still straight. I guess he's trying to sell the seam route before he hits the end breaking route or the drag, and like it's like soon as he turned, Xavier's already there. But he had somebody on his backside too. Somebody's behind him, and his natural instincts was to just protect himself, and he ended up hitting Xavier. But like, only thing is what I'm mad about, bro. I'm not mad. I'm mad that we lost. I ain't gonna cap. I'm mad that we lost, especially to the Chargers. But the simple fact that we lost in Brazil on YouTube, like that's one of the first NFL games on YouTube, and we lost that shit. Come on, bro. That's crazy. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta find a way. We was in the game. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. The offense didn't play up to par what we would have thought with everybody being there. So once Xavier was gone, we kind of knew like, okay, now it's really about to be uphill sledding. But like the defense kind of let us down. They didn't let Pat touch the ball again, like with a chance to touch the ball again. So that's what really, was the bummer. But I get it, him being a leader of a team and that happening to him with one of the explosive players on the team is kind of like, I know they had a game plan around him. Like the game plan was supposed to be favored and tailored to Xavier when it come down to the passing game. So
it's a frustrating way to start off the season. It's a frustrating way to start off the game. But you could take some good from that second half. But at the end of the day, man, we just got to be able to win up front, be accountable on the back end, and be able to start fast and finish stronger, man.
Well, you brought up the Worthy play, and I think that's the one that was the most jarring early on. For those of you that haven't seen it, we have a clip here. I guess when I was watching this, I don't know. And I think obviously this is a rub route concept. You guys are trying to run routes close to each other
it's a simple mesh. But usually one goes 7, one go 5. 7 yards and one go 5 yards, and then they
throw the DBs and have to make them alter their course. How does this go wrong? Who's got the right of way at the stop sign here?
I'm supposed to be running my route at depth for Worthy, so it's frustrating for me. I was trying to kind of set up my guy to be able to get in a position and it all just happened pretty quick.
Told you, because when you look at the tape, I watch film. He's running with his head straight, so he's trying to sell like I'm going up the field. Before he, turns around, that kind of throws it. Because if you look at Xavier goes right into the drag. Travis is kind of like trying to sell, I'm going up the field, then go into the drag.
And I just got to be better, man. I'm 13 years in the league. There's no excuse for me running into my own guys like that and being able to play fast and help him out. Worthy had his guy beat, and we're out the gate, and that game starts completely different.
Right.
Instead, I'm not sure where he is exactly in terms of health-wise, but I'm hoping that we get him back as fast as possible because he means so much to this team. And I was his biggest.
Yeah, you've been hyping him up.
Not just fan, man. I can see that guy and how hard he works, and I can see his game getting better. And I know he's going to take the league by storm when he gets back.
Yeah, he sees it up close and personal. You feel what I'm saying? That's where the player to the fan perspective is different. And I respect it. That's why it's called Respect My Perspective, because you see something totally different from what we know he's good, but we're not seeing the work that he put in. He sees the work that he put in. And then he's a leader to put it on himself. You feel what I'm saying? That's all like we've been talking about for this past week when it comes down to players and non-players, players and fans, players and media. You feel what I'm saying? There's always going to be two perspectives from each side. Long as it's respected, then we can have a conversation. If it's no respect there, then it becomes a discourse, and we don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's crazy. Like I said, I watched the game like 3 times, bro. Like, I didn't want to put it on Travis, but it kind of like Travis, what? But your natural reaction when somebody about to run into you is to what? Protect yourself.
The biggest thing is that he's one of our best players.
Right.
He's going to take that step into being one of the best wide receivers in the National Football League. Mm-hmm. And
when I was a kid, I worshiped you. Do you want this? It's time for me to show you who I am. Are you ready? Him. Rated R.
Adobe Acrobat Studio is all new. What can PDF spaces with AI do? Drag in research, drop in thoughts. Watch AI pull insights from your...
I run into him, and all of a sudden, one of the biggest pieces of the game plan is out of the game.
For sure.
One of the fastest guys in the league, and speed kills in this league is, now they don't have to worry about that.
Right.
Thankfully enough, we had Traquan Thornton and Hollywood Brown to, be able to step up in those situations. Not that they weren't already in the game plan, but obviously you need to fill those spots.
Guys got to step up. Juju Smith-Schuster had a freaking great game.
I fucking love Juju, man. Yeah. He helped save that offense. And
Juju be balling, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Juju, like, it's certain players that that just be playing football. Certain players be like, they be going through not really going through the motion because you wouldn't be in the NFL, but like they play towards the system. They play like textbook. Juju, one of them players, like, he just a baller. Like, when he get the ball in his hand, he just a baller.
In a lot of different ways, man. I just love having
Same as Travis, Pat. They just ballers.
Yeah. I think, I mean, it's frustrating. Whenever you lose a guy that early, you run the plays that are called, but the coaches all week are trying to design specific things around the skills that each guy has and the players that they envision at those spots. And like the personnel groupings and all that stuff goes into a factor. And Worthy has whenever you're unique in one thing, coaches are going to try and design things around that unique talent that you have. And Worthy's happens to be one of them, is that he's insanely fast and quick. So you have all these things in, and you want those to be a big part of your game plan. And all of a sudden he's out in the first series. And same thing happened to Philadelphia. Ben Van Sumeren, who, listen, not a lot of people know him. Like, this is a guy that everybody was excited about. He's a great special teams player.
He goes down the first kickoff in Thursday night's game. So, but like I said, bro, like, you just move on from here. There's nothing else you can do. There's nothing too serious with Xavier. I've been checking up on it. They made a post about it. They said Andy Reid said that he's not going to have surgery. He's not going on IR. So that's a good thing to hear. Other players got to step up. We still got to weather the storm until Rashid get back. Defense got to step up. I think we'll be all right. And I'm just glad to hear the accountability, which I already knew that was going to come from Travis. And like we are championship Super Bowl team, so it's in our blood. So We'll be back. We're gonna be all right.